If you want to learn more how to trade, so how to read charts, paano malaman ang rotation, you are invited to join our masterclass natin on YC versus PH. We will run an 8-week session coming from basics to advanced session and the techniques that we have personally developed and long-term investing principles behind.
Naglalag ako ha. Naglalag ba ako? Malware byte application. Moderate. Ang naglalag siguro yung StreamYard, no? Wait lang, check ko. StreamYard, are you on lag? Yeah, I think you're lag also. Start natin. Naglag siya. Oh, ako yung naglag, yung internet. Ayan, we're back. Ayan, so magandang gabi po. Ayan, may audio ba ako? Do I have audio? Yes, I think I have. Alright, so guys, magandang gabi. It's a Monday evening to everyone who are watching here on Wise Investors PH live trading natin. I think we don't have a market for tonight because the market is closed due to Martin Luther Day something in the US, no? So, walang trades actually. Pero expectant ako na maganda sana yung mga kinuha natin last week. But of course, titingnan din natin yun later. But before we go there, yan honestly, the shadow technique yung stress test account was already maganda dyan, no? Nasa 300% na siya in just how many months? So, wala pa tong 2 months. No? 2 months. Yung isa is 221 month. So, hindi ko maano kasi hindi siya ma-activate. Pero buburahin ko na lang to isa. Hindi siya ma-activate. Pero anyway, how to add an account. Ayusin natin yan. Ayan. So, okay. So, the market right now is trying to bounce on this support. I don't know if it's gonna happen. But, very interesting din nangyayari sa crypto because in crypto market, if you notice, nandito yung crypto market natin. From all the other crypto available, si ADA lang yung nag-bounce. Tapos lahat are already still negative, no? Still negative yung iba. So, something interesting about ADA. And, hindi na rin ako magtataka because pinag-usapan na natin to if you can remember that ADA will be the first to bounce from the market structure niya if you can remember. If I actually posted in the Telegram yung link na yon. So, we're gonna check it then also later. Yan, so maganda first. Yan, good evening din sa inyo. eToro Classic watch list. Yes. Second viewer. Second for the 15 years. Good PM po sa lahat. Yan. Isa yun sa mga, isa-check natin lahat ng ano. But for tonight, of course, marami tayong pag-uusapan. Kahit walang market, marami tayong pwedeng gawin, especially for trade planning. Okay, unahin natin ang stock market. What's happening in the stock market in general. Alright, for me, the stock market is still on the bearish declining momentum. Despite the bounce that is happening, medyo walang resistance. Wala masyadong volume and so. Another thing that we need to check on this is possible. Hopefully, this is a bearish, bullish structure, no? Hopefully, this ascending triangle. Kung hindi, another structure then that we are seeing is a rising wedge. So, kung titindi natin yun. But currently, right now, if we're gonna zoom it further, nagbabounce naman siya sa niya, sa mga support range or lower highs niya. But again, this is a very strong resistance. Hanggang hindi niya tinatawid yan. I would not say that the price is already continuation to the upside. So, wala pa tayo nakikitang ganun. That's why, for me, medyo corrective pa si market at some point. So, nakakakita tayo ng corrective impulse. So, as they say. So, isa yan. Tingnan natin, of course, before we go to the crypto market, check din natin ang Nasdaq. So, Nasdaq is also like this. Kung titingnan nyo dyan, medyo sharp pullback yung nangyari. No? And also, kung titingnan nyo dyan, meron tayong correction na nangyari din as well. So, if you bought this support, okay, hindi mo masyado i-hold na matagal because you are in a strong resistance. So, you'll never know what may happen tomorrow or later during the New York session. Kung meron ba, I think wala talaga New York session later. Yeah, so wala. So definitely, kung titingnan mo dyan, medyo declining din ang phase ng momentum, even below RSI 50 at some point. But in general, on Super perspective, we are still very bullish. No? Very bullish tayo at at this range, no? On a weekly chart, atin ang weekly chart nito. Despite the Nasdaq, what's very interesting with this is at the first time, actually, it actually closed below moving average 20. for the first time. So most likely, possible if it will not go above this area and continue to go upside or even sideways. Okay, this is bearish sentiment. Because possible maging resistance niya si moving average 20 and your moving average 20 is starting to go flat. No? Medyo flat na siya in general. So it's the first time, no? It's the first time below after pandemic. Look at that, no? So close below, close below. Because before it haven't closed below yet. And this is the first time. The second time, honestly, kung titanggalin natin yan, first time, second time. Okay? Kung mag-resist yan dyan, ako, delikado tayo dyan. Delikado tayo. Especially for tech stocks. Also, my sentiment with this, dear tech stocks, is actually, okay. Ganito kasi yan eh. Ang tingin ko dito kasi, general, una, if the Federal Reserve will increase the interest rates by March or June, or even at the first of the first part of the year, your tech stocks is the first one to bounce after pandemic. After pandemic, there have been actually, I've been explaining this to the Elite Club, Let me go to Finviz para meron kayong other perspective. Before we go to the crypto, before tayo kumupunta sa crypto, para din makaprepare kayo, no? Okay, tingnan natin dito. Ayan. If we're gonna talk about the PE ratio, okay, everything seems to be very, very expensive. The only thing that can actually, kumbaga, balance this out is they would provide good earnings report. If the Federal Reserve will increase interest rates, that's actually a bearish, like a corrective move for the market to begin with. And the first one who will actually dip down are the ones who are very expensive in terms of value. Okay? Because it's the intrinsic value, if you're oversold already from the fair value that you are providing, you are actually, kumbaga nilalabas mo. Okay? Euphoria ka na. Example, ito talaga yung real value mo, but because of sentiment, ganyan ka, tapos naglabas ka ng pangit na earnings, ikaw yung unang si-sell down. Okay? So, kaya ngayon, kung titignan mo, the PE ratio of all these companies are, everything is already red. Okay? Ang titignan mo na lang dito is their expected price to expected growth in the next 5 years. So, in the next 5 years, you are still green. Maybe, analyst is saying, despite your PE ratio is very high, if you expected to grow this much, maybe you're still discounted. Okay, maybe hindi ganun ka-corrective yung mangyari mo. Ang problema dito is, okay, kung yung PE ratio mo sobrang taas, but yung growth mo ganyan lang, ibabalance ka, ibebenta ka talaga ng mga fundamentalist. So, that's why, in general, I would say, don't just look at the technicals, because technicals is only just one part of a trading, of trading. Okay lang kung hindi ka day trader, kasi day trader wala ka naman, in and out ka lang, hindi ka naman nagtatagal. Pero if you're a swing trader, if you're a position trader, if even you're a trend follower, consider also the fundamentals and some of the sentiment of the market as well. So titingnan natin with this, dami ditong medyo not so good when it comes to their growth. If they're expected to grow this big, they're expected to grow that one in the next 5 years. So marami kang pwede i-consider dito. If titingnan mo siya. So yan ang nakikita ko dito. Yan ang nakikita ko dyan. So titingnan natin ang 1-year performance ng isang company. Yan. So in the past 1 year, ito yung mga ginrow na mga to. Example, Google. So, 1-year performance of Google is actually growing by 61%. Kung hindi yan upside ni Google when it comes to its earning or when it comes to even the growth, medyo baka ibenta yan. Baka medyo ibenta. I'm not saying, Nvidia, 100% in just 1 year. Kung hindi yan as well, hindi yan pantayan ng growth niya and even their current earnings, sentiment will also come in. Then, sell down yan pagdating ng correction period. So, that's why opportunity din yun for those who are believing in terms of Nvidia that if it's gonna grow, or even Tesla, or even other companies that you believe into. So, malaking factor yung magiging March or the first the first part of the year, the first quarter of the year natin. So isa yan. So we're gonna talk about that later, further. But I'm also interested with what's happening in the crypto market. So let's start with Bitcoin. What's happening in Bitcoin currently? Yan. So if you also notice, Bitcoin also is trying to lagyan natin dito ng ganyan para makita nyo yung chart. Yan, matindi dyan, brothers and sisters. Okay. So Bitcoin honestly is still holding this range here or this support here respectively on this range. So very good news din yan. And also continue naman din yung price. Good news sa good news kasi nagkakaroon ng higher low. The only problem here, it's not still reversing. Hindi isang problema dito. If it's gonna reverse, maybe ito yung magiging pattern yan. If it's not gonna or continue or reverse, ito na magiging problema natin dito. Lagyan natin to ng wait lang, zoom out. Yan ang nakikita dyan. Yan. So, dalawang picture lang yung pwedeng mangyari kay Bitcoin. Yan, okay. So, it's either this uptrend or this downtrend. Or sideways on this strong support which is 40,000. So far, wala pa tayo doon. Bitcoin is still trying to consolidate. Okay, trying to consolidate at this range. So, ang initial na nakita ko for crypto, especially for Bitcoin, if we're gonna zoom it further, of course, no? Yan, your momentum moving average or even your EMA5, EMA10, and even the price is rejecting na siya. But on the balance, to balance it as well, walang volume. Nagre-reject yung mga moving average, the resistance, but walang volume ng sellers. So, dalawang bagay lang siya. Walang gustong bumili higher, wala rin gustong bumitaw to lower. So, wala pa tayong catalyst yan. Maybe, if the crypto market is, kumbaga, the same pattern with the equity market, okay, if they're correlated to each other, naghihintayan din. Okay, naghihintayan din. So, for me, this is just my, kumbaga, personal opinion. People are not hedging from the stock market to Bitcoin. I would say that for crypto market, no, it's still just like an option for the stock market. Option siya. Hindi siya okay pag nilagay ko stock market, lagay ko sa Bitcoin. It's not, parang hindi ganoon pagdating sa sentiment. Kasi umaangat yung nagbo-bull market bull market din. Pag bear market yung corrective yung stock market, bear market din. So I would actually, uncorrelated to that is your dollar, no? Dollar talaga. Pag stock market, your dollar increases. Okay, cash increases. So another thing to consider here, because if uncorrelated sila to each other, your dollar is increasing. So isang signal yan na may corrective possible na mangyari, or your crypto market will, or also gold. Yan yung mga medyo kabaliktaran, no? At some point, no? Meron silang so far uncorrelated na opposite correlation. Yan, okay? All right, so let's go to the other before we go to the title of this live here. Ano nakita natin sa Ethereum? Ethereum is also the same. It's trading below moving average 200. Is this moving average 200 already? Yeah, I think it is. Yeah, I think it is. Okay. It's trading below moving average 200, holding that level there. But it actually also have a very strong resistance as of the moment. So, that's why I'm not buying Ethereum right now, because wala tayong nakikitang magandang buy point. Okay, maybe if magkaroon ng base dito, maybe I would consider buying this one. So far, hindi pa. Okay, ang basta din dyan nakita natin dyan, meron nagkaroon ng impulsive area. Kung bumalik dito na gold, maybe I will buy. But right now, wala pa. Medyo delikado pang mamili, especially for Ethereum. Isa yan, no? Okay, so we go to ADA. So the title of this page is why ADA bounces at 8%. Syempre, no one knows, no? But again, if you actually go back to my live last January 6, I think we bought this together because I believe, based on my analysis, based on my humble analysis, this will be the first to bounce. Why? Because initially, compared to the other crypto, these are one of the first who made who made this kind of trend, this kind of momentum. From the base, it created a momentum as much as how many points? So 200%, almost 200%. Now, because of whatever dyan, nagkaroon ng sell-off, no? Sell-off. But recently, yung Ethereum, Bitcoin, XRP pababa pa. Pababa pa. Nakita natin si Bitcoin is not really Bitcoin. ADA actually retested already the low. Nagdalawang low na siya dito sa pinaka almost pa-start niya. Kaya sabi ko guys, sa lahat possible pag nagkaroon ng sentiment, ito yung una itutulak. Wala pa nga sentiment, tinulak na eh. 'Di ba? Tinulak na. So ngayon, anong status ni ADA or ni Cardano? Taga ni Cardano. Ayoko nito kasi mas maganda yung Cardano na ayan, masusuot ang itsura nito. Yan. Okay, are we buying? Are we buying right now? Honestly, hindi. Baka benta ko na nga eh. So if you can remember, bumili tayo nito together. Yeah, we bought this nung 1.6 na trigger siya nung 7, madaling araw. Okay, I actually put a chart here, the buy here conservative here because this is a very strong support. Kasi dyan before, dyan siya nag-gold, and then siya yung unang-unang bumagsak na from this downtrend. So ngayon, ano ba yung tsura nito ngayon? Zoom in natin. Okay, I want to balance it into areas. Okay, I want to balance it into areas. Una, we saw a breakout from this price action here. That's a good news. Okay, that's a very, very good news. Okay. Yan, zoom in na natin further. Yan. So, may nakita din tayo ditong possible a double bottom. Okay. May double bottom tayo nakita na range. Okay, or pwede ning double cap. Usually, double bottom naman yung pattern na yan. That's one point. Na nag-breakout siya sa kanyang almost neckline. Yeah, which is this one. No? Okay, but the question is, are we buying more or are we gonna buy kung wala pa tayo? Wag muna. Kasi this is the first time na tinagos niya yung moving average 50, sinilip muna niya. Okay, kung may bibili. Kung papatukin ba to? Parang yun yung sinasabi niya eh. Okay, nag-double bottom ako, papatukin ba ako pag tinulak ko yung presyo? Okay, yun yung tanong doon. Now, another technical analysis here that we are actually need to understand is this one. There are 2 points. Yeah, there are 2 points that I'm seeing. The first part, which is a very strong resistance, is tinagos na niya. Good news. Okay, the second part, which is not yet, it's still not yet tumagos, no? So, saan tayo magdadagdag or saan tayo bibili kung if we're gonna create a trading plan here for position trading or even for swing traders. So, my suggestion there, honestly, naka-test buy ako. 13327. So, bakit ito nilagay ng 13327? Yan. Yeah. Saan to? Ba't 13327 to? Dito siya. Dito ko kinuha. Okay. Around this area, no? 13327. Oh, hindi na to updated. Pangit na yan. Galing ko na to. Mga pala ng todo. Okay. Tingnan natin sa daily chart. Layo na yun. Balik natin sa weekly chart. For ADA. Yan. Yon. Okay. So, my recommendation based on the structure, I would say, if this will hold, maybe we're gonna buy, including the moving average 50, up until this range. Yan. If this example, magkaroon ng red candle after mag-hit niya dyan, tapos nagkaroon dito ng support dito, or nagkaroon ng support dito, tapos pa-start siya ganun. Yeah, magdadagdag ako. Or bibili ako. But right now, you are near the resistance. Nagkaroon na yan ng momentum. Bakit ba yung buong sentiment? Baka, bentahan pa yan. So, ngayon, we're gonna hold. So, you would say, 1347 is another buy. Another wise 1326. Maybe ako din mismo. Set order na ako. Ayan. So, dalawang price parts na to. Okay, nag-reverse na eh. Nag-reverse na on the short term. So, pwede itong mag tuloy-tuloy. We'll never know. Lagyan natin ng price action. Okay, allocate ako iba. Kasi maganda dyan, kung meron ka ng position, hintay mo lang siya umangat further, kumikita ka. Kung mag-pullback man siya, kumikita ka pa din. Diba yun yun? So maybe I'm gonna buy at these points here. Maybe here. Tingin ko sa tatlong tranche. Yan. Isa will be here. Yan. Okay, yung mga buy points ko. So far, yan ang mga bibilan ko. Okay, let's buy it. First is 14392. $100 at 14392. Order 14392. Maybe another $100 here. Another set is 13739. 13739. 100. Another is 13255. 13255. Yan. Okay. So, since nagkakaroon siya ng almost, wala na akong pera? Wala na akong pera? 100 lang pala. Okay. Wala na pala akong pera. 13739. Yan. Okay, so buy tayo in tranches. So kung maiwan man ako, meron akong dalawang posisyon. Staking na lang yung iba. Pag hindi ako naiwan, at least maka-pullback man siya ng konti, makapasok pa ako for ADAP. I'm gonna save for the others. Maybe. I'm gonna save for the others. Tingnan natin. Okay. Let's go to the other one. So ayan yung title natin ngayon. So ayan yung aking analysis. Again, huwag yung habulin. Let the price come to you. Huwag nyo nga habulin. Never habulin because malapit ka na sa resistance and may moving average ka pa. So kung umangat man yan, may position ka na, hold mo na lang. Okay? Kung hindi, hintay mo siyang pullback dito or dito. Pag nag-hold yan, better. Pag hindi yan nag-hold, cut loss mo. Pag nag-cut loss dito, out na tayong lahat. Okay? Out na tayong lahat. Okay, so wala pa tayong nakikita. Pero maganda kasi nag-base na siya eh. Nag-double bottom na siya. Ibig sabihin, oy, malakas tong support na to. I don't want you to go down further. That is what's trying to say. Okay? Let's go to XRP. Sol muna daw. Solana. Actually, Solana ko, bininta ko dun sa kabila. Okay, kasi maganda rin itsura niya dito. Ito ba, retesting pa siya dito ngayon. Okay. First Solana, maganda yung nangyayari sa kanya. Pero ngayon kung titingnan mo, si Solana is trying to still hold this range. Okay, kung magkaroon to ng green candle, no? Not yet. So for Solana, I would suggest dito ulit. Ito, kumita na tayo dyan. Binenta ko na yan dito. Pangit kasing sentiment talaga pa. Pag bumalik dito, tapos nagkaroon ng green candle, anong range to? 132.23 range. Then test buy tayo. Okay? Possible. If not, delikado to. Tingnan natin dito na area. Baka hulog na to dito na area. Pag nagtuloy-tuloy to. Pag ganyan to. Yan. So, tingnan natin. So, kung nag-hold yan, bili ulit tayo. Pag nag-hold siya. Green candle confirmation tayo for Solana. Okay? XRP. So, don't just buy the fundamentals. Also buy the price action for you to be safe. No? Para hindi din tayo basta-basta maipit kung buy strategically, kumbaga, no? Yan, alright. So, for XRP, let's check at the weekly chart. Pangit kasi ng daily. So, weekly tayo tumingin. Ayan, weekly chart. Or, weekly chart. Okay. Aha. Good thing for XRP, the moving average 100 is holding. Okay, on the weekly basis, we are seeing the sellers are already diminishing. Okay, so if this is gonna hold this week, let's see next week. kung magkaroon to ng buying range, buying opportunity. Ang delikado dyan is forming the descending triangle. So, that's there's a bearish move, no? But if it's gonna hold, okay, pababa pa siya, hintayin natin to sa range na to. Hanap ka na dito. Itong range na to, you have the opportunity to buy. Kung magkaroon ng green candle within those range, try to test buy. Kasi malakas siya na range support. Mga 14% the whole stretch. Kung hintayin mo dyan sa baba, di 14% gain ka. So far ngayon, medyo momentum pa siya bababa. Mabilis pa yung pagbagsak niya. Okay, but on the weekly chart, di na masyadong madaming volume. Pero yung structure niya, momentum. So, hintayin natin siya pumunta dito sa ating patibong before tayo mamili dyan. Di ba? Yun. Okay, check natin si Shiba Inu. H-bar daw, H-bar. H-bar USDT, H-bar market cap calculated. Okay. Excuse? Okay. H-bar also is definitely a declining phase. Declining phase CH bar. I would suggest that wait for the retest of this range before buying. I think this will not hold. Depende. Kasi ang pangit ang itsura niya. So dito mo na lang siya abangan. Diyan. Mas may pag-asa ka pang mas magandang structure. Pangit yung structure. Okay. Ito, I don't think this will hold. I don't think this will hold. Okay. Shiba. Hindi maganda yung H-bar. Yung tsura niya, hindi maganda. Okay. Shiba Inu. Yan, si Shiba Inu. Shiba Inu, honestly, we are right to making that bounce if you actually bought that one. When I say na pareho sila ni Bitcoin, kumita ka na. So, dapat binenta mo na lang din yun. Okay, so, ang tanong dito ngayon is, will Shiba Inu gonna bounce or not? I don't think it will. So, baka magkaroon ng retest ulit dito. Pagkaroon na dyan ng retest, saka natin siya kunin ulit. For now, observe muna tayo. Okay, observe muna tayo. Maybe makonsider natin Shiba Inu pag nagkaroon ng breakout dyan. Pero so far, wala pa. Check natin dito kung mag-retest tong area na to. Because kung titignan mo dun dyan, nag-reject siya. Oh. Nag-reject siya on the short term. Okay, XTZ. Easy, negative. Okay. XTZ. Tingnan natin sa weekly chart na lang. XTZ, I think XTZ baka bumigay ito Sa itsura niya, parang ang dami niya ng beses yung support. Nasa bearish sentiment pa. Binasag niya na to. Binasag pa rin niya. Structure pa. Medyo bearish ako nito kay XTZ Tingnan natin sa weekly chart. Okay. Alright, so XTZ, hintay ulit natin dito. Yan ang pinaka-recommendation ko. Medyo sell-off pa talaga siya. Hintayin natin ulit siya dito, mga 3.8 range. Doon na magkakaalaman for that, no? Medyo, at least dyan, may support ka ditong range na yan, no? Medyo pababa pa walang masyadong hawak na support si XTZ. Ang isang nakakatakot pa to kay XTZ, pag hindi maganda yung fundamental sa ilabas nito, yan, no? Double top yan. Diba? Wasak yan pag nahulog yan. So, isa yan sa titingnan natin. Pero for now, short term, ito muna tayo. Okay, muna yan. Kailangan mag-hold din. Diyan natin siya abangan. Kaya di pumunta dyan, wag natin siyang bilhin or pansinin. Okay, next tayo. AXS. We have a few minutes left for this. Pwede mo tayo extend. Pwede na tayo extend kahit pa paano. AXS. Wow, nangyari dito. Ang lupit naman ng IPO nito pag IPO mo rug pull 80%. Ito ba 'yon? AXS Tetros ba 'yan? Ito. Teterus yata ang gusto makita nito. Ayan, Forex. Nako, talagang para feeling ko bearish na talagang bear market sa crypto market. Bear market sa crypto market. Ayan. Okay, initial glance. Initial glance. Okay, unang glance, yan, basag na yung support. Nag-retest. Ito na yan, basag na yung uptrend mo, ni-retest pa niya. So, downtrend na yan, di ba? Ito yung channel mo ng downtrend niya. Binasag pa niya ulit. Ngayon, another indication na possible pababa to, nire-reject pa niya yung resistance. Ako, delikado to. Okay. Sige. So, for now, wala mo na tayong gagawin dito. Kasi you are in the resistance range. Though, good thing naman sa kanya, meron tayong nakita dito. Short-term na breakout. Okay. The only concern here is two things. Will you hold? Or will you hold? Or will you go back? Okay. So, pag nag-hold to, plus nag-create yan ng higher low, medyo may pag-asa. The next resistance will be here. Yan. Ayan. So, ito kasi naging support niya. Itong binirake out niya rin. Kung nag-hold yan, pwede natin tingnan. Ay, meron kang prior to this to at least 16% or 7% to that point. Kung ako conservative, pangit pa yung sentiment ng market, dito ako mag-aabang. Isa pumunta dyan, wala akong posisyon, hindi ako kukuha. Kasi sentiment is still up. And then, isa din yan, nakikita natin dito, baka, ano to, tama dyan, ang tawag sa pattern na to, bearish flag, no? Maraming indication na pwedeng mangyayari. So, for now, tingnan natin. Observe muna tayo. Yan. So, pag nag-hold yan, nagkaroon ng green candle, yes, pwede pasukin, may pag-asa. Pag nabasag yan, dito tayo tingin kung mag-hold to hindi. So, for now, what I'm seeing is medyo bearish pa talaga siya. Huwag nyo ipilit. There's a question here about kapag short-term sa daily or hourly, ang magandang time frame tingnan. Honestly, it would be best if you look at all the time frames. That's what I call multi-time frame analysis, no? In my masterclass, if you're gonna, of course, enroll to my masterclass, I'm gonna teach you how to read those time frames. How to analyze each time frame respectively. Kasi meron akong principle dyan na tatlo. I-organize mo sa tatlong time frame. Anong tawag sa tatlong time frame na yun? Second that you can actually make like example, a lesson from this question is, anong klaseng trading style yung gagawin mo? Anong klaseng short term? Is it scalping? Is it just day trading? Or is it just a swing trade? Or is it just a bounce trade on the short term? Pwede short term lahat yun definition eh. Because the long term definition will be position trading, trend following, or even investing. Yan yung mga long term. So ano yung gagawin mo? Because each time frame are indicated for a specific trading plan. But I would suggest, kung wala kang makita sa daily, tingnan mo sa weekly, tingnan mo sa 4-hour. But always start with the daily. Kasi important yung daily. The higher your time frame, that validates the higher trend. No? The higher trend sentiment. No? The lower time frame mo is really just, like your entries, your convictions. Diyan mo makita dyan. I hope that helps. So, i-organize mo as you go along. No? Matic. I hope that helps. So, may isang buong session kasi yan sa masterclass ko. Multi-time frame analysis. Yeah, there you go. Matic USDT. Even in different example ako. I'm gonna give you example ito, shadow technique. So shadow technique, I'm using a technology here, then manual na ginagawa ko. So ang tinitingnan ko lang dyan is weekly, daily, 4-hour and 1-hour. Yun lang titingnan ko dito. Pag day trading, magde-day trade ako, daily, 4-hour, 1-hour, 5 minutes, 3 minutes. No? Scalping, daily, 1 hour, 4 hour, 3 minutes, 1 minute. go. Ganun yung, depende kasi sa trading style. Tsaka depende rin sa leverage na gagamitin mo or lot size. Kasi depende yun, no? Matic. So, marami siyang consideration. Kailangan alam mo kung paano siya gamitin. Yun. Katulad pa, Matic. Yan. Alright. So, for Matic, Okay, for Matic naman, initially, honestly, ito naman yung magandang trend line nito. No? Ayan, itsura niyang trend line na yan. So, may dalawang trend line siyang ipinapakita. Pero price action-wise, bakit naman ito nung price action ito? Okay. Dito tayo yan. Okay, ito. For a very strong support, ito yung range na support ni Matic so far, no? But on the current short term niya, it's holding the moving average 20. Pag bumigay ito, kailangan mag-hold tong range na to up to natin trend line. So, kung ikaw, what's the play here? Kasi ito yung tsura niya, no? Wave talaga. So, I would suggest, sorry, nawala. I would suggest, wala. Typan ko ng ibang tono dyan. Yan. I would suggest, kung ito itsura ng trend niyan, sundan mo ko siya mababounce. So, mas safer ka kung hahabulin mo siya dito. Mas safer ka. Kasi ganun yung ginagawa niya, hindi naman siya momentum ng todo. So, I would suggest dito mo siya abangan sa mga trend line niya plus may moving average ka pa. Pwede mo pa nga consider to si 50 kaso lang sentiment wala baka moving average 100 talaga to. Kung hindi yan mag-hold, dito ka pumosisyon. Diyan ang pumisyon sa trend line plus price action. Ito, support. Yan. So, itong range na to, ito mas kumpante ako dito sa range na to. 2.02 up to 1.75. Depende to. Mamili ka na lang. Mas kumpante ako dyan. Mas maghihintay ako. Yan. Rec USD. Hindi ko to alam Yan. Tingnan natin to. So, we're inviting everyone to share the live. We actually 10 o'clock already in the evening. Wow, this is 37% up. Okay, nagkaroon ng breakout to. Huwag mo nang habulin, sir. Okay, good thing nito, baka may follow-up pa to bukas. Yan, ang mga resistance points natin dito. Magkaroon siya ng breakout here. Then, you are in the resistance range already. So, ayan. So, hindi naman din na 4-hour chart plus indicator. Yan, okay. So, kung may follow-up to tomorrow, I think may follow-up to tomorrow, malakas yung volume Ganda rin ng bar, Okay. So, tingnan mo kung sasaluhin to dito. Itong range na to, 3690, 3690, 3628 to 3690. So, kung mag-pullback yan dyan, try mong pumosisyon. Dapat yung kandila maliliit lang. Pero pag malalaki yung kandila, syempre wag mo nang gawin yun. Kasi everyone wants to go out. Maliit yung kandila, babagal. So, inabot ng 2 araw. Pumunta dyan. Tapos bigla nagkaroon ng green candle. Bilhin mo. Bilhin mo yun. Yan. Makikita. Ito, lalapit yan Lalapit yan. Bilhin mo dun. Another one dyan is, huwag karoon ng consolidation dito. 2 araw. Yan. Nagkaroon ng consolidation. Tapos yung moving average 10, lumalapit na ganyan. Test buy mo na yun. Pag lumapit yung 2 sa 4-hour chart. Another play dyan is mag-breakout ulit dito. Sakyan mo na. Kahit 37 up na yan, sakyan mo na. So, I think, possible to magkaroon ng resistance dito. Yan. Another resistance there. Yeah. Sa itsura niya yan. Ayan, ang mga play niyan Tinuro ko na sa'yo. Wala lang akong Binance, pero pwede kong jumoin niya kung may Binance ako pero ginagamit. May Forex pa kasi. Diba? Ayan, yung mga consideration yan binigyan na kita. Okay, binigyan na kita. Pero I think may follow-up to tomorrow. Consideration na wala masyadong sellers. Okay? Or wala masyadong sellers. Possible may follow-up to. Especially kung mag-breakout dito. Okay? Especially if mag-breakout to. Alam mo bakit? Alam mo, lagyan mo ko ng bucket sa chat box. I'm gonna teach you why. Ganda eh, oh. Ganda ng technicals niya. Sayang to, yan. Nakakuha mo sana dito sa breakout na yan. Ayan. Oh, yan. Bakit daw? Alright. So, may tinatawag na IPO rule. Paano ba yung sabihin ng IPO rule? Di ba, kailan to nag-IPO or ICO? Tawag nila, no? 1221, 1220. Tingnan mo dito. I'll let you give you a observation. Ayan. Okay? So, tingnan mo yan, nagkaroon ng breakout dyan. Ayan, di ba? Ayan. Let me just pause it here. Okay, ito yung dalawang first day candle niya, no? August 12, August 13. Okay? Usually, the short-term trend of an IC or IPO, backtest mo na lang. Okay, na short-term trend, bullish sentiment, if you karoon ng breakout sa second day. Ito yung closing ng second day, no? Ayan, no? Tingnan mo dito. Balik ka na dito para di kayo malito. Yan, okay. This one. Diba nakita mo to? Nagkaroon ng resistance dito kasi ito yung high. Ito yung highest ng first day. Nagkaroon ng resistance, hindi siya nag-breakout, nag-close siya below. Trying to break out the second day, hindi niya kaya. No? Ayan, no? Break out the second day. Because when the breakout occurs on the second day of the ICO, the mid-term trend of a asset usually occurs. The stronger part of an IPO or ICO occurs when a breakout of the first day candle or the first day ICO or the first day, whatever first day yan. Basta yung unang nilaunch siya. Okay, kaya sabi ko possible may follow-up is prior mag-close siya above the second day, which is ito. The high of the second day. Ano, nag-reject siya doon. Kasi kung consider niya yung first day, second day. Yan yung mga rules ng IPO. Wala yan sa libro. Okay, wala yan sa libro. Wala kang makikitang YouTube yan. Experience yan and one of my mentors nagturo sa akin yun. Bigyan natin mga example. O, di ba? Nagpano na ako. Nagturo na ako ng trading techniques dito sa inyo, no? Tapos ayaw niyo pa mag-enroll ng masterclass ko, di ba? Yan, okay. A-REIT. Tingnan mo yung A-REIT. First day. Tingnan mo nangyari nung second day. Yan. Tingnan mo nag-breakout yung second day. Nagkaroon ng intermediate trend. Nagkaroon ng breakout ng first day. Ayun. Lumipad. Di ba? Ano ba memorize mo na first day? Bigyan mo ako mga first day na umangat. Nakalimutan ko yung mga IPO. Okay? So, yun yung usually. Because the sentiment usually, the psychological part there is people are willing to buy higher than the high PO price. Meaning people are willing to buy higher than that. There's a possible reason why na hindi natin alam. Yun ibig sabihin nun. Yan. Okay? Yun yung psychological reason. Diba? Okay. Bakit sa Riven? Tingnan natin Riven. Tingnan natin sa Riven. Kasi it's all the time, Wala kang sinabing all the time. But usually. Yan. Yan natin dito. Latak naman to, sir, Okay. Sige, sorry. Okay, una sa lahat, hindi ko sinasabi na pag remand range again, tuloy-tuloy na sa taas. Kasi aside from that, may follow-up na lesson pa. May tinatawag na 5th-day rule. 3rd day and 5th day rule. Okay, usually 3rd day to 5th day, nagkakaroon ng sell-off after IPO. Hindi porket nag-breakout niya, tuloy-tuloy na hanggang to the moon. Okay. Okay, usually IPO, naglalast yan around 5 days. Okay, 3rd day to 5th day rule. Okay, kaya nga tinatawag may 3 bar or 5th day candle. Kahit bakit si Rivi, nag-breakout siya dito, tuloy-tuloy. May euphoria na nangyari dito eh. After the first day, nag-breakout. Syempre, first day pa lang yun, no? Benta na talaga yun. Yun yung ibig sabihin. Ano ba yung mga ganyan? Snow. Ito ba snowflake? Snowflake ba to? Hindi ako umabot. Ang sinasabi ko, yung nagkaroon ng trend, nagkaroon ng consolidation, dumaan sa tamang market phase, dumaan sa tamang market structure. Hindi lang isang stretch na tapos na. Tuloy-tuloy na yun. Hindi yun. Okay, may tinatawag dyan na stages. Katulad dito, ayan, no? Di ba nagkaroon ng start of immediate trend? Ayan, no? Di ba? Ayun. Second day. Tapos nagkaroon ng start. Ibinalik. Pagbagsak, okay, downtrend ulit. Kasi crucial yung first day. Yan. Okay? Yan. Okay? Tingnan natin iba. Pa-request ADA, I'm done. So you check the first 15 minutes of ADA. Tingnan natin. Last. LTC. Oh, we're actually headed to our last few minutes on the crypto market. Let's go to the stock market. And my topic for tonight, LTC USDT. Yan, LTC. Okay. For LTC, uy, ganda rin Okay, dear. Yan. No. LTC support. Okay, so LTC, tingnan natin muna kung mag-hold to. Kung mag-sideways dyan. Ang good thing about it is nagkaroon siya ng breakout dito. Ang kailangan natin observe dito is baka hindi pa to tapos. No? Baka possible hindi pa yan tapos. Meron pa yung second resistance here. Range na to. So, tingnan na muna natin. Pabayaan mo muna si LTC umangat. Tingnan mo muna siya. Pa-observe mo muna. Okay, kasi kaka-breakout lang. Oversold condition pa lahat. Tingnan mo muna. Pag bumalik dyan, pag nag-support dito, saka natin kunin. Okay, another consideration dyan is bumalik si LTC dito. Magkaroon ng green candle. Pasok tayo. Relative madaliin kasi nasa down phase area pa siya. Pero, one good thing is, kay LTC is binirake out niya yung previous resistance niya. Which is a strong one. So, observe muna natin to. Observe muna natin. Okay lang yan. Okay lang mahuli. Babalik at babalik pa naman yan eh. Kung tuloy-tuloy, babalik at babalik. May opportunity ka. Okay, may opportunity. So, huwag natin abulin. MREIT. Ito natin si MREIT. PSE, yan. PSE, green today. Green today si PSE. Green pa today si MREIT. Ayan pala, ayan ito. Tingnan mo itong PSE. Diba? First day, second day, nag-consolidate. Third day. Yun. Ito, kaya rin umangat yan kasi mataas yung interest rates. Mataas yung inflation. Lahat ng rates may dividends. Diba? May dividends. Kaya, tingnan mo dito. Ayan, diba dito? First day, second day, third day, fourth day, third day. Yun, bumagsak. Diba? Fifth day. Fifth day niya dito. Nag-support. Ayan, ang market structure na siya. Di ba? Ayun, tuloy-tuloy. So, ang point ko dyan, crucial yung first two candles. If the first candle holds or breaks down, that's your that's your candle need to observe, especially for early IPO stocks. Yeah? Learning? Enroll lang kayo sa masterclass. Marami kayong matututunan. Technique na. Start na yan 29. Okay? Invest in learnings. Pay the investing in knowledge pays the best interest. And never stop learning yung buong group kasi laging updated yung masterclass. Libre kayong umattend anytime provided na nag-testimonial lang kayo. Okay. Dito bumagsak. Ano nangyari dito? Dito down by 9% having the gap. So, that offers also an opportunity kung saluhin ni 490. One thing din kasi, ano nila no? Anong tawag mo dyan? They try to extend the SRO. So, anong sentiment nun? Ba't mo ini-extend? Wala masyadong bumili? Walang interesado? Diba? Isang reason yun. Diba? Isa yung bakit reason kayo dito. Okay, let's just be focused on this one. Honestly, after I said that it's good to buy, nagkaroon to ng impulse around 20%. Kaso lang, it's not ready to break out the 5 peso level. So, kung yung 490 level will hold again, good thing tayo doon. Good news yun. Okay? Bilihang part yun. Kung magkaroon ng bounce dito. Again, meaning this support is very strong already. No? Kung hindi siya mag-hold na, I'll see you at 4 peso. 4 peso to 390 level. Yan. I'll see you here. Yun yung problema dito. Because if providing an SRO, meaning dilution, you wanted to sell more shares, meaning you wanted to sell more float. So, the appreciation value of your shares, mas umukonti kasi marami kang binibenta. Supply. No? Marami kang binibenta ang supply. So, price action, check natin. Kung mag-hold to, bilihan yan kung hindi. Tingnan natin indicators ito. Oversold condition. So, most likely to opening dito na yan. Pero good news, may iniwan siyang gap. Okay, good news yan. Kasi usually, pag pumunta yan, babalikan yan. Mga 15%. Tingnan natin. Isang good news yun. Okay. Yan. Alright. So, it's 10:17 in the evening. Walang open ng market. Hindi open ng market. Open ba market? Wala talaga. Hindi open. Close talaga ang market in general. Okay. Okay. So let me just give you some updates regarding the shadow technique. No? Una, let's check at Izanagi. So Izanagi's been doing well so far. A good news for those who are already part of Izanagi. May USD pairs na siya. I think nagkaroon to ng wala na masyadong red folder. Kaya nag-trade siya. Nakita niya, uy, wala na masyado. And this bot is free last 10 slots for January. Okay, na-install na namin yung first batch. Napansin namin may free na slots pa. Okay, this is the performance of Izanagi from January 18 to January 14. Almost a year. So the good thing about this is fully automated. Okay, fully automated. And the micro account ni Izanagi is... Where are you, micro? Yan. Is up by 68%. Okay, so far for Izanagi. So good thing about Izanagi, nako, ganda, no? It's up by 68%. So it's taking profit. Kung titignan mo dito, last performance last year is ranging around from 13%. At mga 10% in average last year. Start to ng July eh. So ngayon medyo mabagal kasi wala masyadong maraming economic news. Si standard account is almost 300% all fully automated. Di ba? Galing, no? So the minimum here, I would suggest, if you're gonna go to my website there, gusto ko lang, 10:30 pag-usapan pa natin stock market ha. Ayan. So, if you're gonna check it out here, Izanagi is actually $250. Pwede ka na mag-start. Ang problem lang dito, if you start ka dyan, baka minsan bawi ka lang kasi may binabayaran kang VPS. So, yung VPS is your 500 peso per month na machine para mag-automated siya. So, which is shared from Wise Investors PH to the Oldo community, because if bibili ka ng sarili mong VPS to install, kailangan mo magbayad ng at least $49 to $25 kasi ko lang mag-isa monthly. So, ang ginawa ni Wise Investors PH, kami na nagba-manage ng mga VPS, especially the server, no? $199. So, sinishare na lang. So, babayaran mo na ng advance 2 months. So, 1,000. So, 500 per month siya. So, yun yung maganda kay Izanagi. Fully automated. Kaya hindi na ako masyadong trade. Kasi naka-diversify yung mga money ko dito. Kaya naka-focus ako on using the shadow technique. So, what's the update of the shadow technique? The update of the shadow technique is we're now back testing the current performance, but forward testing. Okay, the shadow technique is still 222%. Okay, 22% respectively, with a drawdown of 6%. Okay, this is the manual trading. I'm teaching. I'm gonna teach also with 100% profitable, 100% win rate so far, and a 6% drawdown. So, wow, grabe, no? So I managed to just put a $500 after 33 trades that I'm doing with this strategy. It actually giving me 100% win rate. Okay, 100% win rate, fully validated, and 200% performance from December 7 to December 17. And look at the drawdown, guys. Look at the drawdown. The drawdown is only 6%. It means that my account, the $500, went only as low as negative $30. Pero the profit that it actually gained when I enter a trade on these 33 trades can reach up to 200%. That's how crazy the strategy is. Ang point lang nito is kailangan alam mo yung risk reward. That's why I'm actually doing right now. I'm gonna give you the free calculation on this method. So if you're using shadow technique, please do type shadow on the chat box para alam ko may mga shadow users pa tayo dyan on this strategy. Tinuro ko na to eh. I-optimize ko na lang kung ano yung bago. No? Shadow technique here. Saan ang aking Excel file? Excel file ang aking ginawa. Wala. Nasa Excel file na shadow technique. Yan, okay. Copy ko lang ang shadow. Journal. Ayun, shadow technique calculator. Yan, okay. What I'm doing right now is doing a rest reward computation. Puti. Yan. Okay. Nalito na ako. Blue. Black. Nako, lahat may kulay. So, walang kwenta. Okay. Walang kwenta yung ginawa ko. So, pinakita ko na lang din siya. Anyway, since pinakita ko na siya, so if you're just starting, ito, ano siya? Natin dito. Lagyan natin itong puti. Yan. Puti! Okay, good. Yan. Para hindi makita mo na, no? Para hindi ma-preempt pag ni-launch to ni WIPH. Okay, so for the shadow technique, the good thing about the shadow technique is, yan. In-optimize ko siya for a specific capital. So, kino-compute ko siya so far kasi it's really based on mathematics, no? Para makita mo. So, I would really suggest for our shadow users to really use the 0.01 lot size because if you're going to have a 5 position entry, you are risking $60. So, if you have a capital of around $200, I would suggest you start at 0.01. Okay? Every time na you increase your capital, you increase the $30. Example, you want to start at 3.02. Dagdagan mo to ng $30 yung risk mo for 5 positions. Start ka 0.03. Dagdagan mo ng $30. Then, tuturo ko sa inyo ano yung magiging mindset mo if you're gonna apply this strategy, if you're gonna apply this on your port. The good thing about it's very, very high win rate. Very, very high win rate. Sabi ko nga, itong dalawang account na to, dalawang account, isang stress test. The other stress is I put like $250 lang. Tumakbo siya ng almost, $250. Boom, 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 boom. Ilang trades lang to? 44 trades, isang trades. Ito lang nito, meron akong, hindi ko pinag-green lahat. Ito mga nito, lupit. So, currently ngayon, this month, I'm 23% up. No? Yun ang maganda dito. So, 300% yung isang account, dalawang account yan. Isang optimize, isang non-optimize. So, yun yung maganda kay shadow technique nito. So, yun siya. So, that's why, for those users, while it's still on a promotional basis, you start lang muna at 0.01 or 0.02. So, if you're gonna start 0.02, $90 will be your risk. For 0.03, 120. So, kung 0.01, ano ka na? So, minsan 12, depende sa magiging kung saan naabutin yung market. But worst comes to worst, nasa $60 yung possible risk mo for entry. Pero usually, hindi. Minsan lang sa lahat ng trades ko, never siya umabot ng 5 posisyon. Parang 3, 2 lang. Tapos kumikita na after. Let me just open. May question dito is good for shadow entry by USD JPY. Parang wala yata eh. Tignan ko. And the best thing about shadow technique is I'm only using the cellphone. Hindi ko kailangan ng computer to check the chart or like this. Diretso lang ako, cellphone lang. Pag nakakita ko ng entry, si set order na. USD JPY hindi na, walang entry possible for USD JPY. Wala na rin, honestly walang entry pinapakita si Shadow today. Okay, waiting ako. Kanina nag-trade ako, Euro NCD 10 pips lang. O, $2, pwede na rin. Ayan, isa dyan. Pero ngayon, hindi na rin maganda entry. Wala talagang entry kay Shadow ngayon. Tinitingnan ko kasi ngayon. So, wala. So, yun yung maganda doon. Kasi pinipili mo lang yung trades mo. Pag may trade, di okay. Pag walang trade, si Izanagi bahala sa'yo. So, automated ka kay Izanagi. For example, walang trade si Shadow. Wala kang manual trade. Then si Izanagi yung bahala sa'yo. Look at this, no? So, meron tayong client din, no? Naglagay dito ng almost 1 million, no? Almost 1 million. May profit na binibigay sa kanya. Magkano binibigay profit kay sir? Ayan, no? 10,000 to 20,000 isang buwan. Chill lang siya, no? So, automated yan, no? Okay, isa pa dito, tingnan natin to si isa. Yung isang millionist na account na kliyente natin. Oh, di ba? Almost 50,000, no? Chill-chill lang din si sir. 10,000. Grabe, no? So, kumikita si sir ng kanyang account to eh. Tatlong account niya. Kumikita na siya naglagay siya ng almost 2.5 million. Kumikita siya per month ng 40,000 to 50,000 pesos kay Izanagi. Nagma-manage lang si Izanagi. Si Izanagi, ko na bahala dyan. Okay na ako sa 1% per month. Kasi basta hindi mo lang palakihin yung drawdown ko, okay lang. O, tingnan mo dito. Lupit eh, oh. Tingnan mo dito, oh. Kumikita siya ng 1% per month, pero nagdo-drawdown siya ng 1% din. Di ba? Lupit, no? Almost. Naglagay siya ng 1 million. Drawdown siya ng 2% kumikita siya. Nagdo-drawdown siya ng 1%. O, di ba? Lupit, no? Nagdo-drawdown ka ng 1%, kumikita ka ng 2% more or more. O, di, ganun gaganda yung robot. Yeah. Kaya may naglalagay ng mga milyones. Binomonitor ko din kasi gusto ko makita eh. Kasi gusto ko rin gawing million to pero hindi ko pa kaya eh. Gusto ko yung parang passive income ka na lang, no? Low risk na lang ba? Low risk. Low risk is Izanagi type. Tapos lagay ka 1 million. Katulad nito. Eh di living on the ano ka na lang. Living ka na lang on din. Chill ka na lang. Standard to, standard. May ito isang micro. So meron siyang micro which is this one. No, not this one. Saan yun? Ito standard, isang micro. Ayan. Ito micro tong isa. Mas conservative. Mas may conservative to siya. 1%. Alas pareho lang naman. 1% na siya sa month. Dito is 1% din siya sa isang account niya. 0.03 lang diferensya. Standard and micro niya. Yun yung maganda dyan. Okay, so yun maganda dyan. So if you're actually wanted to check or open, meron tayong natitirang slots for Izanagi. 10 na lang to for January. The next batch will be February na, I'm sure. Okay, kasi marami kami tatapusin. So if you haven't check how to create Izanagi. How to create Izanagis. On the chat box, pinakita natin dyan. Punta lang kayo dito sa website na to. Punta lang kayo dyan. Makikita nyo yan. Alright, so yun yung bago natin sa shadow technique. Pinakita na natin yung computation and then gumagawa ako ng computation ng mag-start ka ng 0.05 up to 1 lot. So, tedious pa siya pero nag-i-enjoy ako. Kasi kung ganun, ito yung sa akin, about diversification. If maganda yung performance ng isang bagay, why not increase your risk, di ba? Yun yung sa akin na part dun eh. At tulad dito, maganda ng performance ni shadow technique, very selective. Kasi may criteria siya, may rules na siya. Okay, dapat, ganito, pag ganito siya, ito lang kaya ng kapital ko. Pag ito yung kaya ng kapital ko, set order ako, pasok ako. Diba? Yun siya. Pag may set of rules ka na, chill ka na lang kasi hindi mo na siya kailangan i-analyze eh. So, yun yung gagawin ni shadow technique. It will give you a set of rules. It will give you a risk management calculator. And then, it will give you a backtesting result. Katulad nitong result na to. Example ng result. Grabe, I'm really proud of my team. I'm really proud of the team na yung minds ng team nagkaroon ng parang dito then created this one. So, yun yung maganda. So, congratulations to the team who created this one. But syempre, hindi ko kaya ng ako lang to eh, no? Ako lang. Pero it's actually because of the whole team created this one. But the strategy coming from me. Yun nga lang, kailangan ko ng utak nila para mabuo tong strategy na to. Ito katulad nito. So, yan. Let me just check the shadow technique there. Yan. So, bibigyan natin kayo ng shadow technique backtesting results. Bibigyan kayo in the future ng katulad niyan, may backtesting. So, may backtesting to with, may malapit na to. Malapit na to. Ito lang yung magiging batayan. Pag umabot to ng 50 trades, pag umabot sa kabila ng 50 trades, i-launch ko na to. Kasi kahit pa paano, 100 trades na siya. Diba? Pag umabot ng 100 trades, 2 accounts, means to say this is ready. Kasi meron akong data, may statistics na ako to show that it is working. Mahirap naman kasi result lang, tapos profits na pinapakita. Parang ito siya, no? O sinabi ko, bili ka ng ganito, support. Tapos bull market umangat, resistant umangat, tapos lagay ko 1,000,000, kumita ng 100,000. O sabihin natin, 10 million, kumita ng 100,000, 1% lang. Parang naglolokohan tayo kasi parang just only one trade of 1,000 trades, of 100 trades. But if you're providing a strategy that you have the back testing result, that you have the forward testing result, and it's based from the statistic, maniwala ka. Kasi real experience yon, real data, and real profit. Hindi lang siya pinakitahan ka ng result, nasilaw ka dahil malaki yung perang kinita. Kamusta yung journal? Kamusta yung statistics? Kamusta yung entry? Kamusta yung science? Kamusta yung evidence? So if you're looking for a one who will teach you something, look at the evidence behind. How much ang kinita niya based on that? How many trades? Risk management ng taong yun? Hindi lang, parang pag sinabing ito, uy, kikita ka ng 100% in just 1 month, kapa. O, di ba? Or ano yung mga, yung ano yan, yung isang mga scam, basta mga scam, no? Papakitaan ka ng malaking profits in just a short period of time. You know that is scam. Di ba? Kasi walang data, walang statistics, tapos sinilaw ka lang because of money. So what the shadow technique is introducing with us is the science behind. The science behind. So saan yun dito? Yan. The backtesting. So yung mga pairs bina-backtest bago siya i-launch para makita ng team gaano ka high risk yung pair na yan pag mag-i-entry ka. Bibigyan ka ng calculator para alam mo, begin with an end in mind. Evidence-based siya. What is the performance? What is the psychological behind? What is the ano yung iniisip ng user when it was using it. So yun siya. May mga pinapagamit na ako honestly. Basta may pinapagamit na ako. Nag-i-enjoy siya mismo. Siya mismo kumikita. Ang malupit dyan, ang laki pa nang nilagay niyang pera kaya natutuwa ako. Laki ng pera, ko grabe. So I'm really excited because if you're gonna be availing this, okay, hindi siya ibebenta. Lupit dyan, hindi siya ibebenta. If you're gonna be part of the one who are gonna avail it at the first, you will have a very, very good offer with this one. You just the only thing that it actually been delayed because first the statistics binagyo kami here in Cebu. Second is how can we make sure that that also the research that we are providing is also the community and the company will benefit as well. So how can we win-win each other? Sharing those information. So, isa. May question dito, bakit close eToro? Holiday ngayon. Kaya nagkukentuhan na lang kami. Ayan, holiday ngayon. So, if you're excited with that, before 29, I think before the 29 of January. If hindi, first week of February, we're gonna, nagre-ready na rin ako. On a real, kumbaga nagre-ready ako on a real game. Kasi plano ko dito. Kaya kinukumpit ko na to hanggang 1 lot. How much will I willing to lose kung malaking lot size ako magsa-start? Yun yung gusto kong gawin. Kasi ganda ng strategy, mag-expose talaga ako ng malaki nito. Hanggang 1 lot. Yan. Tingnan natin hanggang 1 lot. Kasi 1 lot is $1 per pit, no? $1 per pit. Tama no? Ang 1 lot is $10 per pit. So, magkaroon ka ng 1 lot, kikita ka ng $10. So, okay, gusto ko siya makalaman ng computation. Yan. Katulad dito, no? Start ka ng 0.05. Yan ang total risk mo. Start ka ng 0.09 or 0.06. So, all those stuff. So, kinukumpit natin yan based on the pip level. Yan. So, ngayon, start lang kayo 0.01. Yan ang bago natin. So, kinukumpit ko pa siya for you guys. Nakakatulong ba to? Kaya yan, ito, if example, you know the strategy already. Tinuro na to sa YouTube before. Napanood mo na to on the pre-launching period. Providing this one can really help you. Nakakatulong ba sa ito? Alam mo yung possible risk mo, hindi ka blinded. Kung alam mo ang lot size ka magka-start, alam mo saan ka, at alam mo anong profit na in-expect mo. Nakakatulong ba sa inyo yan? Can I have a yes or no on the chat box? Kasi based on initial launching to, may competition na siya eh. Diba? So, yan. $180. Diba? Once TP, 35% replacement rate. So, yun yung maganda dito. So, I hope nakakatulong yun. Isa yun sa mga ano natin. Para lahat tayo this year, 2022 is a green year. Diba? So, yeah, thank you Marvin for answering. Yan. So, isa yan. Okay? Okay, let's go to the stock market. It's 10:30. We are going to have a 20 minutes na pag-isapan natin ng stock market. So, balik na tayo dito. Yes daw, sabi ng mga kaibigan natin gumagamit ng shadow technique. Okay. So, for the US market, it's closed today. Let's just create a trading plan. Yesterday, sa mga binili natin, tingnan natin yung mga nabili natin initially for the stock market. So, what's happening in the stock market? Are we expecting a bigger correction? Okay, tingnan natin una on the weekly chart. Yan, on the next 15 minutes para alam natin ang titingnan natin sa stock market. Ayan, okay. So just like in Nasdaq closed below moving average 20. Ngayon ito hindi pa siya. So it's trying to hold the whole part or the whole uptrend there, but look at the other perspective on this trend. It's just trying to squeeze between your two moving average on a weekly chart. So nothing to do as of the moment because for me, it's trading range trade siya. So kung bumambayan dito further, baka doon tayo mamili. Tingnan natin kung magkakaroon to ng breakdown ng moving average 20 at some point. Going back to Finviz, tingnan natin mga stocks natin. Yung mga binili natin last week together are the following. We bought DPZ. Let me check DPZ. Okay. Let's have a short review. Ayun, ang ganda ng DPZ. Oh, 'di ba? Nagkaroon ng hammer. Good fundamental company, hammer yung ano. So, I do think that TBZ will have a opening above this box, above this area. With this candlestick, ganda, no? Yeah, ganda na lang ano. So, congrats sa mga bumili ng TPZ. And yung nag-green sa atin. So, pagising natin, wow, green na siya. Diba? That's Chidori. That's 85% win rate, no? Another one is Shopify. So, Shopify is trading within the support using our load natin ng Chidori. So, Shopify, ito, binili natin to together last Friday. Honestly, boring kasi wala akong masyado. Lahat tahimik. Okay, wala akong masyado. Okay lang. Shopify. Okay, possible for Shopify is this times 1 ba to? Itong trade na to. Times 1 lang. For Shopify, okay, if you're doing a swing trade only, I would suggest magbawas ka na on the opening. Okay, kasi filter na to for taking profit. Or after an hour, o mag-close siya above, if magkaroon ng green candle on the opening. So far, possible magkaroon ng green candle na opening for Shopify. So far. Ano pa yung mga bilhin natin together? WM, bumili tayo nito together. Same rin ba kay Etsy? Tingnan natin kay Etsy. Okay. WM as well, very good for those who bought this together with us because it managed to get a very, very good technical here. We're gonna hold it until it falls on this range. And industrial pa to, so baka more than that ang iangat nito. So yan, no? Last is Amazon. Bumili tayo Amazon nito together if you can remember. Same ba to siya? Same ba to siya? Yan. Amazon is actually holding the support, creating a base for Amazon. We're good because we bought it at the support prior to this bounce here. Tingnan natin kung ano magiging reaction ni Amazon on Tuesday tomorrow. So far, no? So far, so good with Amazon. Nothing to be scared of. No? ZTS. We bought this also on a bounce trade on that sell-off. ZTS. Maganda kay ZTS, guys, is low volatility, low candlestick, trying to reject the price below. Okay, the only crucial part here is this. Will it resist on the opening? But if that happens, at least green na tayo. Okay? Jivo. Reveal natin mga bilhin natin. Jivo, as mentioned, is tried just to close the gap here. I think may gap here where Jivo. So for Jivo is trying to consolidate now. It's actually on the support. If this breaks down, I'm gonna cut loss. If this breaks down, the strong support that I'm looking into is this one. So or this one for Jivo. So pag breakdown yan, out ako for Jivo. I think Aqua. Review natin yung mga bilhin natin. Let's go to your chat box. For Aqua, as mentioned, okay, it's still good for Aqua, not this one, no? Aqua. Aqua, we saw a large sell-off. Ang maganda lang dyan is nahulog siya sa support with the moving average 200. If this is gonna fill up on the opening, additional to that is how much would that be? Mga 2%, 10% with us with 120. Mga $24 din yun. 24, 10%, 2%. Okay, tingnan natin kung magkaroon to ng 2% or more on this range. Kung magkaroon to ng resistance dito or hindi siya mag-breakout, I might, I'm gonna hold it for the next 10 days. Yun lang yun sa akin. No? Hold it ako for the next 10 days. So yeah, the rest are still red. But good thing about this sport, I think we're almost back at 10,000. In the past 12 months, it started at 6,000. 2 years prior, it started with only 1,500. So the past 2 years, we've grown this account from 75,000 now, almost 500,000. So in the next 2 years, 2 years na siya past. So my next target will be $15,000. Let's go to the chat box. Etsy and Shop are same. So let's check at Etsy. Yan, Etsy tayo dito. Etsy. EPS. Etsy, no, it's not the same with the Shopify. Si Shopify kasi almost same sila. EPS. Okay. Etsy. Etsy, yes, pwede naman siya. Etsy, ang problema lang ni Etsy, kung ito lang sa akin, no, if you bought the support here, okay, I would suggest na tingnan mo tong area na to for your sell-off. Huwag mo masyadong i-hold na matagal kasi the way I see it, medyo bearish yung itsura niya. Pag nag-reject tong range na to, so go from the current price, 10% up, medyo magbawas ka na. Kasi itsura niya parang pang-bounce lang. So, ibig sabihin ng pang-bounce lang for me, structural. Baka mag-retest pa ulit dito. Or kung umangat man dyan, dito yan, tapos dito. Yan, dyan. So, hindi natin. So, crucial to. Magbabounce muna yan. Hindi yan usually mag-VV recovery. Hindi yan. Usually may ganun to. May ganyan or may ganito before it went high. So, itong crucial na area. 10% from the current price for Etsy. Kung bibili ka dyan, pwede. Yan. FTNT. Okay. Excuse. Excuse me. Okay. Okay, for FTNT, medyo ingat for FTNT kasi parang distribution yung itsura niya. Okay, because you are already in a rejection pattern. So, nag-reject na siya dito. Tapos, nag-create lang siya ng lower dito. So, pag opening to ng red, dapat mag-hold tong range na to. Kung hindi, baka bumagsak to si FTNT. Pag nag-green candle to, kailangan ma-break na to within the week. Kung hindi, not a good idea na for FTNT. So, nagkakaroon lang kasi ng higher, low, parang pa-downtrend. So, in general, sideways naman siya. So, yun nga lang, may rejection. Possible resistance dito na malakas. So, not a buy for me. No buying, observe lang. For Tesla, same with Tesla. I'm definitely a bit on Tesla. Okay. This is possible the channel that Tesla is creating. Yan, ang channel na kinikreate ni Tesla. Kung hindi mag-breakout si Tesla dito, I'm bearish na Tesla. So far, good thing about Tesla is breaking the moving average 50 on this level here. I don't see a clear buy yet for Tesla. Okay, for Tesla. If we're gonna go back here, I'm gonna give you fundamental analysis konti. Okay, on Tesla. On PE ratio, Tesla is super overvalued. Okay, PE ratio is hindi naman kompleto yung picture niyan. PEG ratio is overvalue. Price to book value is overvalue. EPS from the next 5 years is only 19%. So, overvalue siya. So, that's why parang nagkakaroon ng distributionary ang tama dito? Price action ni Tesla. No? So, my play with Tesla, if it's gonna hit here, I'm gonna short. Ito yung sinasabi ko na possible si Tesla isang maging candidate ng sell-off. Okay? Candidate ng sell-off si Tesla. Another then that you need to consider on Tesla to balance it further is this structure. So, yung ating head and shoulder pattern. Head and shoulder pattern yan. Okay. Kung mag-create si Tesla nito, very good. Ayan. Kaya sabi ko, crucial tong area na to ni Tesla. Ayan. Kasi kung mag-breakout si Tesla dyan, the sentiment is so strong. Despite it's being overvalued, people are buying it on a higher price. Or people are willing to buy it on a higher price. So, kung mag-breakout yan, crucial yan for Tesla. Kaya, as long as this area is not breaking out, this is not validated, and my sentiment is not validated as well. So, observe tayo kay Tesla. Kaya hindi mo na ako bumibili for Tesla. Okay? So, I hope that helps. May fundamentals ka na, may technicals pa ka pa mag-decide. Yan. Diba? So, that's why I'm inviting you guys to enroll to my, meron dyang masterclass dyan. Tagal natin yung aking camera there. Ay, kita nyo dyan, no? Hindi na nakikita. Anyway, EOS batch, Y Strategy Masterclass. That's gonna be open this coming January 22 for the orientation. Limited slots left. I'm gonna teach you different trading strategies. That is working and that is backtested. And also some strategies that you can use not just for trading but also investing on this trading masterclass for the next 8 weeks. Okay, very hands-on because of the community and the coaches. Okay. Pag wala ka natutunan, bawiin mo yung pera mo sa akin. Enrollment mo. Yun yung lagi sinasabi. Pag napanood mo na sa YouTube yung tinuturo ko, bawiin mo yung pera mo sa akin. Lahat ng class ko. Panood mo sa YouTube, go. Refund. Di ba? Joke. Pero totoo yun, Satel lang yung satel. Okay, so yung mga nagsasabi na, manonood ako na YouTube. By all means, please. Okay, for Beyond Meat. For Beyond Meat, the good thing about Beyond Meat is actually, kung totoo lang, medyo gusto ko si Beyond Meat Kasi may iniwan gap. Kung may iniwan gap, around 40% respectively as a support. And the good thing about Beyond Meat is establishing a support range. So that's why for Beyond Meat, kung magkaroon ng buying opportunity on a breakout, bibili ako to. Actually, I'm observing Beyond Meat Medyo, meron pa ba akong Beyond Meat? Wala na. Binenta ko na. Binenta ko na si Beyond Meat yata. Tingnan. Ayun, binenta ko na si Beyond Meat. Konti lang kinita ako. So, naghihintay ulit ako ng buy opportunity kay Beyond Meat ulit. So, magkaroon ng breakout or retest of the support for Beyond Meat on oversold condition. Maybe I'll buy for Beyond Meat. Example, bumalik yan dyan. Balik ako kay Beyond Meat kasi support yun No? Kasi babalikan yung gap na yan. Yun yung sa akin. So, I'm looking for that. So, binenta ko yung Beyond Meat ko kasi ano bang reason ko kay Beyond Meat? Nakalimutan ko. Wait lang. Tingnan ko yung fundamentals. Beyond Meat. Yan to. Okay. Dito. Beyond Meat fundamentals. Ano bang reason ko? Kasi alam ko magkaka-sell off. And Beyond Meat, I think, is overvalued. Wait lang, I'm gonna check. No economic mode. Beyond Meat is loading pa si Morningstar. Check natin ang valuation nito konti. Tingnan natin si valuation nito. Meron bang ibang time day masterclass? Mag-ibay tayo ng time. Uy, may nag-enroll sa akin, taga ano Las Vegas. Okay, sa Las Vegas. So, ayun. Losing money si Beyond Meat. It's not earning kasi. Yun pala yung rason ko. Okay, so may more into utang pa si Beyond Meat. Kaya bumabagsak. Yun ang rason kung ba't siya bumabagsak. May taga Las Vegas, ang ginagawa niya is ang time difference namin is kabaliktaran siya tapos 8 o'clock 4 a.m. in the morning. So, live yung recorded replays na lang doon. Tapos nagtatanong na lang siya ng validation sa module. Kasi maganda sa masterclass ganito guys. So, pakita ko sa inyo na. Google Classroom. Yan, okay. Maganda sa masterclass is may Google Classroom yan. Oh. Yan. Okay, may module. May videos. May module ka ipa-follow. For example, absent ka. Meron ka mga seat work, may mga quizzes, may final exam ka para i-backtest mo. Then, ipe-present mo sa coach mo. Para alam namin, naintindihan mo yung tinuturo. So, plus, meron ka pang recorded sessions ng live ko na paano ko tinuro. So, may hindi ka naintindihan, may chat group ka, tanong ko sa coach mo, pasa may assignment mo para makita namin na tama yung ginagawa mo. Then, bibigyan ka ng coach, ng coaching, ng coach. So, kahit na magkaiba, yung may mga hindi lang naman Pilipino nag-enroll sa Pilipinas yan, meron ibang time frame sa ibang bansa. Doon nag-meet up. Na alam namin na, alam mo yung ginagawa mo because you're making your module, you're making your quizzes, despite na absent ka, okay, despite na recorded session ka lang, we know your progress, we monitor it. Yun yung maganda doon. Yun yung maganda sa masterclass. Imagine mo, XRP batch. Tingnan natin to. Saan dito, paano yung classwork? Ayan. Ganda rito May modules and assignment. Tingnan natin dito. Ayan kita nyo, gumagawa ng module yung mga dito, library quizzes. May mga quizzes pa. May module. So, titingnan mo. Di ba? Yung maganda dyan. So, aside from the Google Classroom, meron ka pang module to follow up. Diba? Para ka nag-aral for the next 8 weeks, 2 buwan. Yan. Okay, NKE, bumalik sa presyo, start 2021. Okay, good thing about NKE. Uy, Kent, do you see what I see? Pero ngayon, pangit lang yung price action pwede itong bilhin. Opening Monday. Okay, buy until here. 2% lang Aggressive ka na dito on Monday. May gap na iniwan. Okay, may gap na iniwan. So, for NKE, the good thing about NKE is it's still good because despite the higher inflation, pwede nila ibigay sa mga tao nothing changed with the fundamentals, I think. Kahit na wala pa lang live, nag-chart pa rin tayo. Tingnan natin if the fundamentals is still strong for NKE. Ayan, for NKE, discounted ka ba? Fair value is 132. So, hindi pa siya, mura pa siya. NKE financial natin doesn't change, I think. Pareho tayo ng time, pero umaga dyan, gabi dito. 8 o'clock ng gabi yung masterclass. So, morning sa'yo, saktong kaka-breakfast mo lang. Ayan. Nothing change. The fundamental does not change with Nike. So, I think you can position this one because this is a decline already of how much? 17%. The fair value nga lang of NK is 132. So, allocate. You need to strategize. If you're an investor, you have a leeway to the fair value. So, even just a fair value lang. So, for a bounce traders, you can enter within this range on Monday, on Tuesday, or to Wednesday, 1 to 2% drop because there is no one-way market. Okay? Saturday, sir. Saturday. Saturday ng gabi sa Pilipinas. So, Saturday ng umaga sa'yo. Anyway, so there. So with this one, there's no one-way market. This is already overstretched. If you buy on Tuesday, even the opening, I think it will close. You have an upside around 6% here. I'll put this in my watch list already. Yan. Kung bumaba pa siya hanggang dito, strong support. I'm not really definitely sure, but 80 to 85% sure to 90% sure that this gonna bounce. Okay, this gonna bounce this level. So something that we need to look into. Ito masarap i-day trade. Yung mga high probability trades sa ganito itsura. And based on Chidori, oversold condition na yan, lahat. Chidori, ang ganda, di ba? So, malaking probability, good company, good fundamentals. I don't think there's no reason na mag-bounce to umangat. Okay? It's on my watch list. Strike to na tayo dyan. LLY. LLY. Okay. Eli Lilly also is an opening trade on Monday. Tuesday. Enter within this range. So from this close, ayan, sakto-sakto, 2.336%. This is the aggressive. This is up to the conservative. Buy at the range. Kung mag 2% down siya to 3% to 4%, enter with confidence na kayo dyan. Kahit mag 6%, kahit mag 10%, bumagsak ang opening yan, entry. Entry tayo dito kay Eli Lilly. Yan, LLY. Mga sure money na to, guys. Mga sure money. Ba't ko nasabi? Because this strategy I'm showing you is very high profitable based on back testing and forward testing. So let me show you one of the techniques I'm teaching in the masterclass as well, which is what we call Chidori or the ultimate Chidori. Yan. So from last year, we actually have a sample size of 142 trades last year. So if you tingnan mo dyan, so 122 to 122, 142 trades. Look how profitable this setup is. 88% profitable. This is only one strategy that I'm teaching. And then the performance last year is even beating the market. The market is only just 26%. So I'm almost 29%. Hindi ko pa na-close to mga to prior. So this is supposedly mga 30%. So last year, for only 142 trades, it actually beat the market last year. Okay? With 90% probability. Itong pinapakita ko sa chart niyo. Bakit confident tayong bilhin yan? Siyempre, hindi natin, with still risk management, no? You only risk only 0.01 to 0 to 1% of your total port. Yan ang advantage niya. Alright? Okay, so last stock tayo after before we go. After is technology services. I would not really get a lot of technology already. Baka mag-breakdown pa to. Okay, baka mag-breakdown pa yan kahit nasa support. Kasi kung pababa sila, baka biglang 90 degrees. Diba yan? Nakita mo, 85 degrees, bilang boom. Gumanyan. So, I would not buy this one despite the support. Una sa lahat, wala siyang base na ginagawa. Talk about base, wala siyang sideways. So, maybe makonsider ko to, makonsider bilhin to if magkaroon ng breakout dyan. Karoon ng breakout dito, pasok. Test buy, pwede. Test buy, pwede. Conservative here. Pababain mo siya further. Mga 17% pa more. Yan. Okay? So, that's the last one. Meron pa isa, CPNG. Sir, okay na ba yung Valkyrie mo? Gumagana na? Kaso may cut loss kanina si Valkyrie. Ano naman, nakakainis naman yun, no? Okay, for CPNG, kupang. Pangit ito, no? Dito yung IPO price. CPNG. Pag ganyan, honestly, Valkyrie ko din, pula, Valkyrie ko, nasa ito, Nagana na. Okay, good. Naka-cut loss ka rin kanina? I'm also down with Valkyrie, 23%. Kay Valkyrie. Laki din ang binagsak ko kay Valkyrie. Sige lang, on the way to recovery yan. Wala pa naman isang taon. Okay, tingnan natin. Okay, so for CPNG, the reason why it's declining, yun nga kaya nga, malas mo kailan na-activate. Kaya na makat-loss. Sige lang. Yan yung time na maganda magdagdag. Okay, so tingnan natin dito for Valkyrie. 2 weeks to recover per catalyst ni M2. 2 weeks naman yung recovery niyan. It's not making money. That's one problem. Okay, kaya tingnan mo yung decline. Okay, it's not making money. Cash flow is even decreasing. Okay, capital expenditure is even. Okay, is decreasing. No? Liabilities is actually increasing and even flat. Actually, kayang kainin yung yung ano niya, yung mismong kumbaga yung asset niya hindi ganoon pwedeng mabankrupt. Kaya yun ang nangyayari sa kanya. So, if you're gonna buy this kind of company, I would suggest wait for a base created, okay, and a breakout after. So, if kukunan mo to ng Fibonacci, nako ba yan, dito na, layo naman ito. Layo, 7, no? 7. Pwede naman din yan. Meron naman Fibo na nangyari dito. O yan, kung magkaroon ng breakout dito sa 618, pwede i-trade. Kasi oversold naman. Magkaroon ng breakout. So, ayan ang rason. Yun nga lang, ano ka dyan, against the trend. Okay? So, with that, again, it's actually a very good night. That's why I would really suggest guys to create your robot, just like Izanagi. Okay, it's giving passive income to you while you're sleeping. And wait for the shadow technique to be released. Kasi this is a very, very high profitable technique. Financially free. Be excited talaga ako this year, no? Imagine mo, before I go, no? If I'm gonna risk $180, the return would be $500 per trade. For $250 to $300. So, isa yan na mga, if I'm gonna example, nag-draw down ako ng 100. Per TP na to, nasa 150 to 200. Ganun siya kalupit, no? Ayun ang gusto ko sa kanya. Starting ko 0.5, pakita ko sa inyo. Ano ba yun? Yan, last one. Kaya excited ako. Excited ako pakita to sa lahat. Yeah, that's this one. The other one. Yan. Wala. Saan dito isa? Yun. Tingnan natin yung history nito. Ayan, no? Ayan, tingnan nyo, itong last trade chain ko. No. Ito. GBP, JPY. Bounce lang ginawa ko dito. Hindi ko pa finul TP. Pero tingnan mo yung income, inabot na ng 5 levels. 50, 70, 50, 70, mga $100. Hindi pa full TP. Hindi pa ako nag full TP sa kanya. Kasi gusto ko i-close lang. Pero $100, ang na-risk lang nito, almost drawdown. Pinakamalaking drawdown nito. 0.09. Wala pang $50 in the drawdown niya. Pero kumikita na $100, $200 per trade. Sarap. 0.05 lot size yung start ko. So, yun lang. Yun yung maganda dun. So, with that, guys, I'm gonna see you again on Wednesday. Tomorrow, link batch for our gold tier session. So, for the gold tiers, I'm gonna teach you the structural. Ito pakita ko sa inyo. Pag-uusapan natin tomorrow. Ano matutunan nyo dito? Makikita nyo yung angulo. Anong pinapakita ng angulo ng isang trade? Yan. Izanagi shadow. So, if you're a previous gold tier, ayan. Yan. So, we're gonna talk about market structure and unlocking a trend. Tomorrow, gold tier batch. If you're part of the masterclass na gold tier ka, you can repeat this again. Tuturo ko sa inyo bakit importante check ang market structure or unlocking. You check ang isang degree ng trend para malaman nyo anong possible maging action nyo afterwards. So tomorrow yan, Vince will give you the link for tomorrow's session. So with that, guys, I'm gonna see you again on our next live trading here. Kahit wala tayo trade tonight. Okay. Ada lang, nag-set order tayong lahat. Ito lang yung trade natin, set order pa. So with that, good night. Thank you so much. God bless and take care, everyone. Bye-bye.